Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations, and today we're doing a thrift flip. Now, I happen to have thrifted this paddle. It's not a real paddle. It's a decorative paddle. And it's, old, beat up, things falling off it, but it was cute. So I thrifted it for $4, and we are going to gussy it up. We're still going to do cottage core. It's a paddle, come on. And there were a couple of ways to go. I mean, you could do it so that it becomes like wall decor hanging this way. I'm going to do it this way. But it starts by just removing this, pulling out the old rusty nails in it. And then I also have these two wooden thick MDF fish just lying around. My sister, God bless her, my younger sister Carrie, she loves shopping, and she goes to a lot of, the bins, places where they're just big bins and you find stuff. And then, so she does that, and she finds me art supplies. She thrifts and finds me things. And she saw a posting on Facebook Marketplace for someone who had all kinds of different shapes of these kind of cutouts. And she went and she bought all of them. Now, she does a lot of thrifting parties, craft parties with her friends. So, she was buying them for herself, but she gave me a couple. And I think that these all go together well. So we're going to start by painting everything white. So a couple of coats of white. I'm going to be using Casement by Fusion because I got a lot. And actually, there's only this much left of it, and the more air there is, the faster it dries out. So I either have to decant it or use it up, and I'm opting to use it up. So I'm going to get nails pulled out, couple of coats. I'm probably going to need a little bit more than just 2 coats on this, but because it's the cottage and conceivably somebody might put this outside, I want to use a hardy paint like Fusion that has the built-in sealer, and it's good for outdoors. These are going to take a couple of coats for sure, and are certainly going to be sucking up paint. So I'm thinking I'm going to need 3 coats on these as well. But I'm just doing base coat because I have a lot of the casement, and then we'll get into other color choices after. But that's the start, and you all know how to paint. So I'm going to come back when the white painting is done. All right, I've got enough of a base coat on here, especially for the sections that are going to remain white. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take different Fusion colors, and I'm going to go from there. So I am going to use, it's open, Seaside, which is kind of this kind of sea color. And I am going to tape off my paddle. I'm going to tape off the end, so I'll have straight, and tape off here. And I'm going to paint all of this. And I'm going to tape off just to do a little bit of striping and here, so that I'll have those elements in the blue. And then I've kind of pulled 2 other colors that I have open on the shelf. One is Azure, right? And one is Lagoon. This is from the Alchemy line from Fusion. I'm going to paint the fish solid. Now, here's the thing. You could go wild and paint these fish, separately and do all kinds of their gills and all that kind of thing. I'm just looking for something very rustic. We'll do a little distressing, but we're just doing some basic color blocking of things, right? And we're just kind of keeping it normal. Now, here's the thing with taping off something like this, a curved surface. If I took that all the way around, you can see how it starts to dip down. So I have to actually tape from both sides to be able to get it to be semi-straight line. So as I tape it off at the end and up there, same deal. There's just no way that you can tape straight around and get it just being a nice straight line. So I'm going to get these taped off. You can see how this angles up, so we need to tape across here again so that we get it straight. And then I'll do the same up above and then get this one going. Oh, taped that one wrong. Taped this one wrong. I want to paint in here. Got to do them the reverse. All right. What I had done was I didn't have the straight line in this section, which is where I need it to begin painting. It's on the opposite sides. But with this, you're gonna have to be curving around and getting straight lines. It's just a little bit, you know, a little bit more involved. But this seaside, look at what a beautiful blue that is. And then we'll get our fish painted and we'll go from there. Now, I had originally thought that I would put, you know, maybe like the lake or gone fishing or something on here. And then I decided that, you know, we've got those big fish we're gonna be hanging down, and I didn't want it to be too busy, but I didn't want all of this to just be plain. So what I did was I cut out, using my Cricut, just some little fish. And I'm going to stencil just one grouping on this side and one grouping on the other. So to do this, I'm using the same white. I'm using Casement by Fusion, and I'm just offloading to make sure that I don't have tons of paint on my brush. I don't want it to bleed underneath my stencil. I want a fairly crisp look to this, but I'm going to get this side stenciled, and then I will flip it over, do the other side. For my fish, I am just looking at, this one's not sanded, this one is. It's just sanding them down lightly so that some of that white underneath is exposed. And then I am just screwing in a little eye hook at the top that we're going to be able to hang it from. So I need to go sand this one, and then I think we can put this all together. All right. What I have done is I've taken dollar store cording and pushed it through the eye hook. And then now I'm taking a contrasting blue. This is just like a waxed cording, but I'm wrapping it around that cord to be able to hold it in place rather than tying a knot, which might be unsightly. I left the big long tail of this hanging out so that when I get enough of that blue wrapped here, I can just tie it off. And rather than doing like a big glob of glue that people would see or something, it just finishes it off a little bit nicer and allows me ultimately to cut off the excess of this. So I'm going to do that to both fish to get them ready for hanging. And I just picked a blue cord that I had, kind of fits with the whole blue theme. And once I have both fish ready to be hung, we'll come back and we'll talk about how we're going to attach the rest at the top. Now that I have my two fish hooked up, oh, I forgot to cut this piece off. There we go. I have them kind of lined up now. I'm not necessarily going to have the cording go up as high as this, but I am looking at tying it off. So I'm going to take more of this cord, and I am just going to wrap it around, much the same as I did down here. So I'm gonna wrap it to hold it in place. And just as I'm starting, I'm gonna put a little dab of glue, of my hot glue, to kind of hold that starting cord in place. I just want that to dry off so that I can pull against it and begin wrapping up. And I'm leaving my fish cords here, right? So these two, so they'll ultimately get supported. They're gonna be kind of tied in there because I'm doing this tightly enough to be able to hold them down. What I will do now is just kind of offer a little bit of a dab of glue on either side, just as extra reinforcement, so not like a major big glob of anything. And then wrap my next cording layer around that. So we just have a little bit of extra reinforcement, but we want this looking nice and tight and just nice and uniform. And then when I cut these off, which I'm going to just do my little glue trick again on either side, do another wrap over top of that. All right, and now I'm going to cut these two ends off and then do another 2 wraps beyond it and then glue that down, and then this can be finished. But I want that cording to extend over the top of that. And I'm just going to do a little bit of glue for that final wrap, holding those in place. So it's just kind of like a nice smooth start and stop. And then I'm going to flip this over, cut off my cord, and again, I'm going to glue it down into place. All right, here's my finished paddle. So coming up, we've got the little fish on both sides, just swimming, just a little bit of decorative. We've got our 2 colored fish, and it's just kind of a nice, we can put a hook on the back to hang it. We could lean it against, you know, just a corner of a wall as a little decorative item. Just something fun, super cute. Now, you could take a regular paddle. I mean, this can be like a child-size paddle. You could take a full-size paddle. You could have turned it on its side and then, you know, hung your fish this way from it. You could have put any kind of saying on a paddle as well. You know, it could say welcome, it could say the lake, it could say relax, gone fishing, whatever you want. We just did some little fish motifs, and again, nice tight smooth wrap on the end of the paddle with, you know, supporting our big fish. Just kind of nice and really cottagey, kind of getting into the feel for summer coming and getting the store, you know, a little bit prepped for it. Let me know what you think of this one. Definitely, you know, a little unexpected. I haven't done some cottage core in a while, and the paddle just kind of led me to that. Looking forward to your comments. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, take care.